Do not do anything you see Bob doing. Bob has had special training to do the things that Bob does. Bob may have killed 3 people mastering his skill. If you damage or kill someone mimicking whatever Bob does, that's on you. If you're not under parental supervision that keeps you from doing things, that's on your parents. But do not do anything you see Bob doing. Bob has had special training, and people can die if you try to do what Bob does. As for me, all of my comments are parody. They're meant to entertain. And if you have to find a smidgen of truth in the things that I say, I'll be happy. In the meantime, we'd really appreciate it if you'd click on the subscribe button down at the bottom of the screen, and also put in your likes or dislikes and add any comments. We'd really like to respond to some comments, so feel free to click on that you're subscribing to our content. Even click on the button that gets you a notification so you'll know when we have new videos out. The goal is to have a pair of them each week, but sometimes we get a little bit behind. Anyway, please hit the subscribe button. Do not do anything you see Bob doing. We welcome you to these videos. My name is Silo. That's Bob. My name is Silo. And these are my words. So let's get started with this week's subject. Hello, boys and girls. Welcome back. My name is Silo. That's Bob. Bob is here to keep me on the straight and narrow. Now, as I look over some of my information that has to do with life, the universe, and everything, I have to tell you that I have to say that the best religious belief on this planet, the absolute 100% top religious belief on this planet, has to be atheism. Now, before you start going, atheism is not a religious belief, 0 is a mathematical number. It is actually useful. 0 is a number. Atheism is a religious belief system. It's a religious belief system that believes that there is no soul, there is no heaven, there is no hell, there is no justice. You're here on earth, you live, and then you die. And as such, being an atheist has got to be the most incredible thing in the world. Because imagine this. Imagine being in a religion that has no afterlife justice accountability. This means that as an atheist, you can do whatever the hell you want as long as you do not get caught or are rich enough or powerful enough that it doesn't matter. Or, number 4, whatever you get caught doing, nobody cares about. Being an atheist means you never have to tell the truth. Why should I tell the truth? Oh, to make sure everything flows smoothly? Okay, that's fine. But I'll tell you what, as soon as I can make some dough off of this, the truth goes out the window. Who cares about telling the truth? When I end this life, the truth dies with me. There's nothing else. You could murder somebody. Okay, well, if not you, somebody else. You can murder, you can rob, you can steal, you can be elected to Congress. You can go into Congress promising that you would serve your constituents to the highest level. Yeah, right. I'm religious 1 year out of every 4. I'm religious 1/4 of the time that I'm in Congress. I'm religious when the elections start until the day after the election. After that, I can't tell you the number of Catholics that are currently in Congress who are devoted Catholics from the time of the primaries until after the elections, who nonetheless go against all the teachings of JC, the church, and whatnot. There are even Mormons who get elected, and they're the most God-fearing, endearing Mormons you could ever know. But when it comes time to honoring their life, their party, their president, and their God, why would I want to do that? It's not voting season. I don't need the votes. I can do whatever the hell I want. I'm an atheist. Being a Christian, on the other hand, oh man. Being a Christian is really sucky. There are all these rules and requirements and all these regulations you have to follow. You can't do this, you can't do that, you have to follow these rules, you have to listen to this advice. Being a Christian sucks. Now, I once knew a lesbian, a Jewish lesbian, and as I was looking over her bookshelf, I came across the Jewish group of laws and recommendations called the Talmud. And I know I'm mispronouncing it like crazy, but it's their Jewish outline of the Jewish religious beliefs. Talmud. Yes, 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 I know. Every Jew out there is going, it's not the outline of a religious belief. Just float with me here for a second, all right? And I asked her, I said, how can you claim to be a Jew and a lesbian at the same time? Because the Jewish belief has some pretty strong feelings about homosexuality. And she said, oh, it's okay. My version of Judaism agrees with everything I do. Everything I do, my belief system backs. And I just laugh.
Bob is not amused.
Thank you, Bob. Anyway, I just laughed. And I told her, I know a pimp, a prostitute, and a serial killer who all want to join your religion. Because my religion has all these rules and regulations and stuff. And if I had a religion that simply believed everything that I did was perfectly fine, I'd have a lot happier life. And then I realized something a few months after that. I realized that in the end, I will probably never measure up to JC's standards, and there are a few of us who will. And that, as a matter of fact, I will probably wind up in hell. So from that point forward, after these realizations, I finally decided that Christian-like beliefs, I'm just going to assume I'm destined for hell. There's no redemption for me. I can go through life being the nicest, kindest individual, but let's face it, I'm going to wind up in hell. And that's taken a lot of the stress off of things. When demons come up to tempt me, and demons come up and they tempt everyone, I look at them and I say, do you know who I am? And they go, no. And I say, go look up my record. And in a few seconds they come back and they go, oh man, I'm wasting my time here. I'm going, yeah, you are. And then they look at me and they say, well, do you have any recommendations? And I'll point to one of my coworkers and I'll say, he's borderline. You might be able to cause him to fall. That demon will give me the heads up. He'll go off and leave me alone. Which is really strange. By realizing that I'm destined for hell, I am less tempted to do evil things than all those people who are still trying to make it to heaven. And you gotta admit, that's funny. My name is Silo. That's Bob. My name is Silo, and these are my words.